Digital Diary Self-Monolog, Day 9. This topic is about people who have certain types of issues with basically self-sabotage. That is a good topic to talk about because I myself am a victim of that. Sometimes going through my life, I have certain periods where I feel like I don't deserve something, whether it be a good thing, a bad thing, well, mostly bad things. And good things, damn. I'm a little exhausted. I just did a lot of cardio, but it's besides the point. I should be doing videos when I'm at my best, but I should also be doing videos when I'm at my worst. Not saying I'm at my worst right now, but, you know, it's just a digital diary for myself in the future, so that's what it's here for. Basically, self-sabotage as a whole is usually rooted from insecurities in oneself, whether it be childhood trauma. There are a few other factors. Let me think of two more. Childhood trauma, external stimuli, and needing validation from others and your environment to dictate what you think is good or bad or what you should do in life. And, how does that tie into self-sabotage, the last one specifically? Well, if you seek validation from others, and some people give you bad validation, like they don't give you it, you feel like there's something on your end that you don't deserve because, oh, these people would, say yes or no, or, to be excited or ecstatic because this and that. I've had that issue too. But it plays into self-sabotage because, if they don't give you the validation you're looking for, it makes you feel like, oh, I don't deserve this or that, and therefore I want to self-sabotage whatever I'm doing in the moment because I feel like because other people don't feel like, good about this or they're not giving me the right type of signals, yeah, of course, it's gonna backfire on you. If you dictate your life based on the opinions of others. Not to say that, self-sabotage is based entirely around other people, it is based around yourself because these deep-rooted things are within you. Now, how do you cure self-sabotage? It's painful. And sometimes it's uncomfortable, but I feel like the best way is to deal with self-sabotaging, to stop that habit from happening, and to, I think this would be a mix of the two, seeking validation from others and letting other people dictate your life, and on your part, self-sabotaging based on other separate stimuli. So this topic, I did ramble, but it's going to be about self-sabotage and seeking validation from others to dictate your own life. And those two things in itself are very bad habits and very bad ideals to set for yourself in your life. And, you know, like I said before, for both, it is painful and it is uncomfortable to really get that out of your life or out of your personality or whatever you want to deem it attached to. Now, how do you get rid of it? Well, what caused you to self-sabotage? What caused you to seek validation from others, other people that dictate your life? Why do you deem yourself a follower, whether that's a good thing or a bad thing? Because sometimes following is necessary in certain situations, but, fortune favors the bold, or, life favors the bold. So, the bold take action, regardless of what others say or what, others, deem whether it's right or wrong. They just take action, and whatever consequences happen, they take it for what it is. There are many different ways to cure these two things, and it's basically redefining your purpose in life. And not a lot of people know their purpose in life. Sometimes they go through many different phases in their life to say, hey, I finally found it, but then a month or two goes by, and even a whole year goes by, and they say, you know what, this probably isn't for me, I'm going to switch to something else. But if you keep switching and not letting the blessing take hold, then, and that's to say, okay, yes, some things do take years, some things do take months, but I'm talking about, like, if you can't do something for 1 to 2 months, like, for example, if you go to a job, and you go to the job for 2 months, and you quit after 2 months at the job. And on your third, fourth, and fifth month, you would have gotten a raise, you would have gotten a promotion, you would have gotten this and that. It's like never cut out too early. So, like, I really am rambling on this video, but you know what? I digress. Usually, these videos have a certain sequence. Today I've been all over the place with uni, with my job, and, also I scheduled a surgery which is coming up, and that's daunting. Surgeries are never that easy. They're always very, whatever they are. You know what, I'm not even going to give this video a topic. I'm just going to be like, you know what, this is a ramble session. Sometimes I need these, on top of making sure that I stick to one topic. Sometimes I need these ramble sessions because it's like a way of venting, letting out, different types of things and just kind of going through different scenarios and situations in my head. So I feel like this video, regardless if it had a topic specific to something or not, I feel like this is a good video. I feel like it is a decent thing to have because, you know, I'll have videos with specific types of topics, but also videos like these where, regardless of the mission of the channel, I feel like these types of videos are also important just to vent out whatever's on my head onto a digital format. Not saying I'm gonna do some controversial things, but of course, common sense. But I will just maybe go over different topics about like you know habits and stuff like that. And if I blare out some cures, or if I say something that if future self listening and hearing in, let's just say, and whoever is also listening to make these public too. I don't really care. You know, if you find something useful, if I find something useful down the road when I listen back to these, win-win. I did this for basically also wanting to hear myself in a digital format, but also understanding how I talk and how I can fix speech impairments, this and that. Like there's many missions and goals of this channel and this type of a digital experiment. So I feel like no matter what I do, this is a type of thing I'm doing. And, like right now, I can hear a stutter in my voice. I can hear a little bit of a shakiness because, I'm just, I still like got that nervousness a little bit talking on digital media, but it's not even about that. It's also just talking in my own room and rambling and rambling. But it's all good. Um, yeah, this video was a ramble. This video was a vent. It was discussing different types of things. But now I want to wrap it up with the cures that I was talking about. So, specifically for self-sabotaging, the cure to that is to find it within yourself to say, I do deserve this. And understand that whatever you put into the universe, you get back. So if you did actually do something bad, of course you deserve that. But if you did something good, yes, you deserve that too. Not to say that you deserved good or bad, but you deserve both depending on what you put into it. And self-sabotaging is basically your own self-esteem going underneath and your insecurities taking hold and saying you don't deserve this. Are you deeming it a good thing or a bad thing? So regardless, it's just understanding that, the cure to self-sabotage is basically within yourself. It's just finding a reason to understand that, yes, I do deserve whatever is coming towards me. And you have to be self-aware and honest with yourself about how it went down or how it actually happened. If, you deserve it, you deserve it, whether it's good or bad. And for seeking validation from others and, wanting your life to be dictated by other people, that is a bad habit. And I feel like the best way to get rid of that is to basically just stop caring. Not stop caring like an emo, indifferent person, but like, just like understand that everyone has their own life. They're all egotistical, full of themselves, and let them bash on their own lives, let them do their own lives, and you can't help everyone, If you want to be a helper, if you want to be a better person, you can't help everyone, but you can help yourself to the point where you are capable of helping others on a grander scale. And sometimes that is the way to do it. So don't seek validation from others when you're in a bad situation yourself, especially when you're in a bad situation, because if you seek validation from others, and let's just say you're broke, people are going to say, go get a job indifferently. They don't know what to say because maybe they just don't know what to tell you. And I'm sure a few people have heard like, oh, I'm not looking for advice and this and that. But then they give you advice and you're just like, why? You just want the right answer. And the right answer is not given to other people unless, the time and the place is right for it. And, you bring it up in a, it's many different moving parts, but just have understanding that ego is with humility and humility is with ego. Ego comes with humility. Humility comes with ego. You need a sense of self. You can't just kill your sense of self And because when you kill your sense of self, that's when validation from others really takes hold. You need an understanding that, you know, you need a sense of self just as much as you need a sense of humility and understanding and empathy. So understand balance, and you will, and understand a sense of self, understand your sense of balance, and you will get rid of that habit for good. And I do believe I talked about a few other things, but I'm just going to leave it at that because it already cost a 10-minute threshold. Because I have a few other things to do. Like I said, I started uni this week, so I've also been a little busy, so videos have been on and off. But, it was a good video, good little vent. As always, have a wonderful night/day wherever you are. Namaste, and may the all, God, or wherever you know him be with you. Peace.